Hey you guys, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's video is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because we on the way to 100. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up and comment down below because them comments and them likes, it helps your girl so we could get to that 100. All right, and yeah, so I gotta prep my knee up for this one. So y'all, I don't know what this video is titled, but trust me, it's a video. So let's go ahead and get straight to it, y'all. If y'all could see my, I'm gonna just give y'all a disclaimer because I don't need nobody, because I be knowing how it be. Some people be trying people. Y'all, if y'all see my lace over here, don't mind it because this wig is gonna get pulled off the moment this video is done being recorded. It is done for. So I just want to let y'all know. Don't come for me and be like, girl, your lace is showing. I know. It's coming off. Anyway, let's get into this video. That's irrelevant. But anyway. So, if y'all can see by the title, whatever it is, this video is about another friend. It's a friend that I'm introducing y'all to. Y'all, when I tell y'all I have, well, not friend. We're not friends no more. And it was a lot of reasons why we stopped being friends. But, yeah, this video is about her. So, let's go ahead and give baby girl a name. We're going to go ahead and call her Stank. And we're calling her Stank for a lot of reasons. And it's not that, don't make it seem like, oh, I fell out with her and I called a girl Stank. Like, no, she knew. And everybody called her this. And she knew and she did not care. Like, unfortunately we may all know that one person that just do not care. They don't care. But anyway, so one day Stank, she called me up like, hey girl, because she was going to school in Northridge or whatever, but at this time she wasn't in school, but she still had a whole bunch of friends out there. So she called me up and she was just like, hey girl, my homegirl's having like a little party for her birthday. So it was like gonna be at her apartment. She had these she didn't stay on campus, but she stayed in these apartments that was not too far or whatever. And she was like, yeah, she's gonna have a little party at her apartment, and you know, for her birthday it's gonna be like, not like a kind of like a kickback, but like a function, but not too many people, you know, it's not gonna be too crazy. So she was like, do you want to come? And she was like, and it's gonna be a slumber party too. So I'm like, yeah, I want to come. So I'm like, sure. So she was like, all right, well, come pick me up, because she didn't live in Northridge, but again, like I said, she went to school out there at some point, but not at this point, and she still had friends out there. So she was like, come pick me up. She was like, and we could go, you know, just be out there early, because she was asking if we could help set up and all this other stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, and plus, I do want to be out those ways early, because it's better we could just get ready at her house, so I don't got to worry about trying to rush, you know, like it would just be so better. So I went to go pick up Stank, and then we head to Northridge. Even though Stank kind of lived like, it was kind of doing the most picking her up. She could have made her way to my house. But anyway, so I pick up Stank and we go meet up with her homegirl, right? So the homegirl don't need a name. She could just be birthday girl. She's just birthday girl, whatever. So we met up with her. Mind y'all, I've known this girl already through Stank. Like Stank introduced me to the girl. So I already knew her. So it was already cool. That's why I wanted to come. I'm like, okay, she cool. So we already like trying to figure out the day or whatever. And like we went to the store, you know, went and got some decorations. We went to the grocery store, got some food. So she was just telling us like, oh, it's gonna be these type of people here. Like, did y'all invite other people? So I'm like, nah, I ain't invite nobody, because if you see my other story time about the hotel party, I don't need to invite nobody nowhere, because clearly the people I invite don't know how to act. But yeah, I'm like, I ain't invite nobody. Like, you know, I'm just vibing with whoever y'all got. I'm vibing. So she's like, okay, cool. So when she went like somewhere else, like in the house, and we just chill in the house, Stank pulled me to the side and Stank was like, girl, it's this nigga that I like and I really want to talk to him. She was like, but he be like curving me a lot. Like he be friend zoning me, curving me. She was like, but that's when I used to see him on campus. She was like, but you know, I ain't been in school, so I ain't been seeing him. She's like, but I really want to fuck with him. So I'm just thinking like, why are you telling me? Like, why are you putting me to side to tell me this? So I'm like, okay, like he coming to the party tonight? Like you want to be your wingman? Like you want me to help you out? So she like, no, he not coming tonight because she invited some other guys and they don't get along with them. So of course she ain't gonna, I already know she ain't inviting them. She gonna invite somebody else. She was like, but his homeboy sells trees, y'all. And don't be in the comments talking about some, oh, what type of trees does he sell? Like, oh my God, you guys were gonna plant trees in her apartment building? Like, no. So she was like, his homeboy sell trees. So I'm just saying like, okay, where are we going with this? Because you know, y'all, I don't smoke, but if I'm with my friends and they be like, hit it, I'm gonna hit it, peer pressure, but no, I'm just but yeah, so I'm just thinking like, come on, like get it out. I hate when people take forever, like let me know what you finna say. So she like, yeah, his homeboy, you know, he sell trees. She was like, and they live in Northridge. she was like, and they always together. Like, I literally just seen his Instagram story, they together, they just smoking and stuff. And she was like, so what I'm gonna need you to do is hit up the homeboy acting like you want to get some. And she was like, or just talk to him. So I'm like, girl, like, what? She was like, girl, just go follow him on Instagram and like a few pictures. She was like, he thirsty as fuck. She was like, and you cute, he's gonna like you. I bet you he's gonna DM you. Like, just do it. So I was like, okay, look, this how we gonna do it. I'm gonna go like the pictures. I'm like, but I'm not DMing him. That's not what I'm doing, because I'm not about to be DMing him, even if it is, because what if this boy curved me and now I'm looking thirsty in his DM and it was not even somebody I want to talk to? So she like, yeah, just go. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna like 3 photos and that's it. She like, bitch, go like his first ever picture. I'm gonna stop you there. I ain't doing all of that. Cause just, why don't you just hit up old boy and say, hey, do your homeboy got it? Like, why she couldn't just do this, I have no idea. But listen to the story, because it gets even weird that she had me do this. But later in the story, y'all realize it. So anyway, so I go follow the boy on Instagram and I like 3 of his recent pictures or whatever. So like clockwork, she knew. He ended up hitting me up fast. He DM'd me. He was just like, you're cute as fuck. Where you from? Da da da. So we're back and forth having this little mini conversation. I'm just like, oh, well, I'm from LA, but I'm in Northridge right now, just chilling with my homegirl for her B-day. And he was like, oh, you in Northridge? Da da da. You smoke? So I'm just like, yeah, a little, kind of, maybe, LOL, you know, just lying. So he was just like, oh, okay, whatever. So I'm like, actually, do you have some, like, I see you posted on your page, because he was one of the people who posted on his page or whatever. So I'm like, do you have some, like, for sale? He was like, well, you could actually pull up and we could smoke y'all out. You said it's your homegirl birthday, like, we could smoke y'all out and all this other stuff. So I'm like, all right, what's the addy? He gave me the addy like this. Mind y'all, I don't have pictures of me and Stank on my page. I don't have pictures on my story. I didn't post that on my story yet, because we was just running around getting decorations and stuff. Like, we wasn't even cute at this moment. Like, we was decent, but we wasn't like in our turn up clothes yet. Like, we wasn't there yet. So I'm just thinking, like, guys is crazy. That's one thing I want to say to my fellas that's watching this. Stop being so quick to give up your location to these women. Oh my god, y'all. Even though I wasn't on that type of time, and I'm never on that type of time, because I'm not that type of person, but you just cannot trust somebody. You cannot trust a pretty face. You cannot trust somebody with anything. You just cannot trust somebody, oh, because they look normal or they look decent or they look clean. Because y'all know it'd be some people, even though this story ain't about that, but it'd be people that be feeling that type of way, like, oh, she looks clean. Yeah, no. And even for my women too, let's just, because he looks cool, normal, he look like he would never do nothing like that, let's stop giving up our location, okay? So anyway, he gave me the location fast. So I'm like, he gave me the location. She was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. She was like, girl, you know how many times I done told him, like, oh, where's that? She was like, because she met up with them before to buy some, but they never gave her the addy. Like, they would have her meet somewhere, like at a Jack in the Box or somewhere, like a common location. But she would say, like, oh, I could pull up, and they'd be like, we're gonna pull up to Subway, like, you know. So I'm like, yeah, he gave me the location. So she like, all right, let's go. So she tell the birthday girl, like, oh, Symone wants to meet up with some boy she talked to. Symone, who's the boy? Because she already told me, disclaimer, she told me, like, yeah, I'ma just tell her that you already knew him. That's it. That's all she said. She was like, I'ma just tell the birthday girl that you already knew him. So I'm like, all right. So she was like, yeah, she want me to go meet up with him. She want to go meet up with him. She was like, he said he'll smoke us out. So the birthday girl was like, oh, he ain't gonna smoke us out. I'm like, yeah. She was like, we're gonna see if Symone could go and get some, you know, some trees for free for us. And I was like, I'm not even finna ask him that, like, you know, if he offered or whatever. And she was just like, but she kept, like, when I tried to say little stuff, she would cut me off. Like, she cut me off. So I was kind of already feeling the vibe, like, what's up with him? Anyway, so B-Day girl asking, like, who is the boy? Who is the boy? So I was finna say his name, and she said, like, she just cut me off and was stank cut me off and was like, oh, you don't know him. Like, you don't know him. He don't even go to this school. Like, he don't even go to Northridge. She just live out here. Like, so she like, oh, okay. Boom. So we pull up to the crib or whatever. I tell him we there. So we pull up. He let us in. When we walk in this house, okay, so it's us 3. It's me, Stank, and the birthday girl. And inside of there is him and 3 other guys. So it's 4 of them. When you first walk in, it's like the doors are here, the living room is like right here, kitchen is over here, the TV is up on the wall, couch over here, a little chair on that side. And when you walk in, you can see straight through, and it's like a hallway, like, but straight directly when you open that front door, you can see the bathroom, and you can see like a hallway where it's probably like 2 rooms going that way. Right in the bathroom, when they opened the door, the tub, you can see straight through to the bathroom, the tub. It's a baby in the damn tub, y'all. It's a baby in the damn tub. So I'm just like, the fuck? Because mind y'all, the whole house is smoky. Like, it is smoky. They hotboxing this, and the baby is just in the tub playing Baby Shark do. Like, it is just like, what is going on? So we walk in, and I noticed that I'm just like, the fuck? So when we walk in, oh boy, like, the birthday girl, she looked annoyed. Like, she looked so annoyed, and she was just looking at Stank like, because mind y'all, I know her through Stank, so I don't just talk to this girl on a regular. So she looking at Stank like, the fuck, like, why are we with these niggas? Because clearly she know them. So when he seen me, he was like, what's up, little mama? Okay, you look good. You look good. I had to make sure you really look like your pictures. You know, he just gave me a hug. I'm just like, hey, whatever. So we just chilling. He was like, oh, I didn't know you knew the like, you know, the birthday girl. He was like, I didn't know you knew her, and I didn't know you knew Stank. Like, how you know them? And I'm like, oh, yeah, Stank's my friend, and, you know, she's my friend, too. Like, we're all cool. And he's like, oh, I did not know that. Like, and they like, well, why you didn't? So, like, the boy that she, like, was there. He was like, so why you didn't tell me you was pulling up? Like, she was like, oh, I didn't even know who she was pulling up on. Like, I didn't even know. This thing, like, girl. But I'm just playing it off like, oh, I didn't know they knew y'all, so I didn't even think none of it. Like, I didn't even think to say that who I was pulling up to. So after that happened, like, I could feel like they probably caught on. Like, I really feel like they kind of knew, like, yeah, whatever. But they didn't even really care. The boy was just so happy to be, like, around us. So when we came in the house or whatever, he went and closed the bathroom door so we couldn't see the baby. Because I asked about the baby. So I said, whose baby is that? And he was like, oh, that's my baby. That's my baby. You know, daddy duties. You know, I'm a good father out here, you know, doing what I gotta do. Because my baby mama, she just, man, he just really went on a whole rant about his baby mama that I tuned the fuck out. Like, all I heard was my baby mama is ratchet and she be doing her, and good father. Other than that, I did not care, because you're not about to bash this woman and me, because 9 times 10 she probably at work doing what she got to do for her baby, and you supposed to be watching the child. Like, you know, people be lying, and I don't know what you lying to me for, because I never put in them DMs like, I want to be a stepmother. Like, I never said, fairy stepmother, I am her. Like, I didn't say none of that. So yeah, he was talking about his baby mama. When he really seen me I wasn't interested in that conversation, he ended up changing it. So we all just talking and chilling, just talking and vibing and chilling. So he was kind of like getting on my nerves, because he was just sitting so close to me. Like, they really smoking up all their stuff. I faked hit it twice, and after that I just wasn't even fake hitting it no more. Like, I would just pass it along. So he's getting on my nerves, because, like, okay, he's just trying to be all up on me, like, oh, okay, so yeah, so how long you finna be on this side of town? Like, oh, this, that, and that. But he, like, really, like, kept trying to, like, be touchy-feely, and I'm just scooting over like, boy, stop. And he just like, oh, like, you want to go in the room real quick? Like, I want to show you a tour. Like, no, I'm okay. I'm pretty sure I could imagine how the layout is. It's probably not that different. Like, it's cool. So he was just being so annoying. And y'all, all you hear in the bathroom is that baby boy was in that bathroom. Daddy, I'm ready to get out the tub. Daddy, I'm ready to get out the tub. So, and let's just, yeah, okay, we're gonna give him a name. So, oh boy, his name is gonna be Tub, just because that baby was in that tub for their Lord knows how long and was ready to go. So you hear the baby, Daddy, I'm ready to get out the tub. He's ignoring the fuck out of the shower. Everybody is. Like, literally everybody. And I'm like, I know I ain't the only one hearing this. Like, come on now. I know I'm not the only one hearing this. They had me feeling like I was on Stranger Things in the upside down world, and I'm the only one that's hearing the clock ding. Like, what is going on? Y'all hear this baby? So I said something. I'm like, I think your son is ready to get out. And he was like, why you all in my business worried about my son? And I was like, like, I'm laughing like, he can't be serious. He never started laughing. He was like, you all in his business. He's like, let me find out you want to be his mama. I was like, I most definitely don't. I'm like, I just really think your baby want to get out that tub. I'm like, how long have he been in there? He like, don't worry about it. He good. Like, he good. So I'm like, okay. Like, you know, whatever. So he was like, yeah, like, you all in my business. Like, you don't even know me to be all in my business like that. But he playing around and just laughing and stuff like that. He like, dang, this your first time meeting me and you all in my business. Like, haha. And I was like, this your first time meeting me and you get me your location. And he just like, oh, they all laugh like, oh, like, bro, let me find out. I thought you been to her. He like, man, we've been talking for a little bit. And I'm just thinking like, no, he's not lying to his friends in front of me. Like, we have not been talking for a little bit. Like, what is you talking about? So anyway, time go by and it was getting close to us about to leave, which was perfect because I was ready to go. And we already had a set time frame that we wasn't going to be there long because we really still had to set up. She was going to start cooking, all this stuff, and we wanted to get ready. So before we was about to leave, I'm like, oh shit, can I use the bathroom? Mind y'all, we probably was at this house for like an hour. That baby was in there for an hour. No telling how long that baby was in that tub before then. Like, at this point, I felt bad. I wanted to get the baby out the tub, and like, because the baby's gonna be all wrinkled when you go get the baby. That poor mama's gonna be wondering, why is my child wrinkled like this? But shit, that probably is normal. Probably is normal. So anyway, I'm like, can I use your restroom? And he was like, oh yeah. He was like, just go ahead and close the shower curtain, cause since my son in there. I said, why don't you just get him out? And he was like, I'm gonna get him out. Like I said, you all in my business, don't do that. Like, you know, he was really telling me like, get out of his business type shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm like, nah, I'm cool, I'm gonna just hold it. Like, I'm not about to go pee with your baby up in there. That's so fucking weird. Just get your baby out the tub. That baby is crying up in there screaming, daddy, I want to get out. Cold water, probably cold as fuck right now. Colder than, I ain't even gonna go there. But the water is probably cold. So the birthday girl, she was like, shit, I gotta pee, I'm gonna close the shower curtain. So she ended up going there. He was like, go ahead. So she ended up going there and she used the bathroom, and I was just like, whatever. But anyway, so we leave. When we leaving, he gave me a hug. He was like, oh, what y'all finna do? And she was just like, oh, I'm having a party tonight. So they like, can we come through? And she was like, no, because my man is gonna be there and y'all don't fuck with each other, like, you know. So they like, oh, okay. So he like, before you leave this side of town, telling me like, probably pull back up on me, probably after a few drinks, come see me. And I was all like, is your son still gonna be in the tub? Like, he was just like, oh, she got jokes. Like, they really just laughing. And I was so serious, because when we was leaving out that door, you know, when people have lingering conversations, because Stank was having a lingering conversation with his homeboy, so he still never would have got that child, and that child probably still in that tub. But anyway, so we ended up leaving. Y'all, when we left, I was just telling Stank, when we hopped in the car, I was like, Stank, never again. I said, girl, that nigga was weird, never again. Like, you find, I'm like, I am not like doing that for you again. So the B-Day girl was like, doing what? And she was like, nothing, like what, like Stank just cut it off, like cut the whole conversation off, like nothing. She was like, oh yeah. She was like, I wish I would have known. So the birthday girl's like, I wish I would have known it was them, because I for sure probably would not have came. Like, it's just messy, like it's messy. So I'm thinking she's saying like they just some messy people, because she said that her boyfriend don't mess with him. I should have asked more questions, but I didn't. But later I realized why she said the situation was messy. So fast forward, we back at the house, we getting ready. So people starting to come. Like, only people that was like there at this time, her boyfriend, he came and he just started getting ready himself, because his friends was gonna be pulling up. And then these two girls came. We're gonna give them a nickname. One, we're gonna call her Lucky, just because she used to wear like she used to have a chain with a nameplate on it and it used to say Lucky. Like, she said what it stood for, but I don't remember now. So we're gonna call her Lucky. And then the other girl, let's just call her Shay. I don't know why. Let's just call her Shay. So don't be looking for Shay, because that ain't her name. And the girl Lucky, and she don't even go by this. Like, I don't even be seeing her thing, like, but she did used to wear something like that, but she did say it was for. But yeah, don't be trying to look through my followers finding Lucky, because she don't call herself Lucky. She just had the charm. But anyway, so I met Lucky and Shay before, again, through Stanks, because mind you, these are all Stanks friends. So they're there and we're just talking and chilling, stuff like that. So Lucky, she just like, Symone, she was all like, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. And I'm like, what? She was like, I'm gonna just tell you off drip, you're not gonna like none of these guys at this party. I'm gonna just let you know. She's like, but if you do, just let me know and I'll back off. She was like, but can you pretend to be my girlfriend tonight? She was like, because like the birthday girl, she was like, her boyfriend, homeboy, like me, and he be getting on my nerves. She's like, he don't take no for an answer. He's so annoying, like this, that, and the third. She was like, and I'll be trying to lie and say Shay is my girl, but he don't be falling for that. She was like, so they don't know you, so can you be my fake girlfriend tonight? I'm like, girl, sure. She's like, yeah, but if it's somebody you like, I ain't gonna fuck it up for you. Just let me know and I would just back off, like, you know. And I was like, yeah, no, you good. So she like, all right, cool. So she was like, I'm gonna point them out to you. She's like, but of course you gonna already know, like you gonna know. So I'm like, all right. So we just chilling. It's getting closer to that time. And Shay, we just all talking. And Shay was just like, yeah, girl. She was like, cause she just telling me about the guy or whatever like that. And I'm just like, oh yeah. So more people starting to come. So all his homies come, more females come, which they don't need no names. It really don't matter. I wasn't really mingling with them like that. So it was a whole bunch of people up in there. Like, we was packed like sardines in the apartment, but it wasn't too packed. Like, we had our space. It was cool, but it was packed up in there. Okay, so this other girl came that was their homegirl. We're just gonna name her Belt. And the only reason why we're naming her Belt is because she had a big belt buckle. Y'all, I know y'all probably be like, what the hell? But I'm really just trying to, I'll be remembering people by, like, okay, I remember the girl with the big belt buckle. Like, you know, whatever. So anyway, we're gonna name her that. So she came, whatever. She was cool energy, cool vibes, pretty girl, whatever. So when we got there, she was just like, we chilling, we turning up. At this point, at this point, Stank, she like mingling with other people she know. Main people that I was really sticking around with was Shay, Lucky, and Belt, because everybody else was mingling and stuff, and I was with them like most of the time. So the boy that she was saying that was thirsty on her, he was there, and he was most definitely thirsty. Oh my god. So when he came, he like, oh, like, what's up, Lucky, what's up, like, you still curving a nigga, like, you still curving me and stuff like that. So she just like, boy, like, my girlfriend is right here, like, you're not about to be disrespecting me in front of my girlfriend. And he was like, stop playing. I'm like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. So we doing the fake little hugging and stuff like that, like, oh, she slapped my butt, like, you know, stuff like that. And he was like, that's not your girlfriend. So next thing you know, Lucky just leans over and she like leaned over to kiss me, but I just gave her a pet kiss back because I'm like, I was playing a role. I told her I played a role. It wasn't that deep, right? After she did this, I promise y'all, Shay was looking at me crazy. After that, I swear to God, before, me and Shay and all of us, we was all hanging out, we was cool, Shay was cool. After that, Shay vibe changed. It changed. Shay was just a whole different person towards me. Like, she looked so disgusted when she seen that happen. And it's gonna make sense later why too. So anyway, Shay was disgusted as hell. Like, she looked like, ugh. So anyway, so the boy was like, oh, okay, this must really be your girlfriend, because when she like leaned in to do that, it wasn't like a caught me off guard thing, because she already told me. So it was really like a, you know, went in for it. It didn't seem forced or anything like that. It was really just like a peck or whatever. So he like, oh, okay, he being annoying. He's being so annoying. Like, okay, well, I might need the both of y'all. Like, boy, no. Like, boy, mind you, you've been chasing this girl for I don't even know how long, but leave it alone. Let it go. So anyway, at this point, we all just chilling, vibing and stuff, and a few people from the party was like, let's play truth or dare or whatever. So we're playing truth or dare, and it was me, Shay, Lucky, Belle, a few guys, and like some other girls was playing too. So y'all, the boy that liked Lucky, he was like, dare, like, he said dare to me, and I'm like, okay, like, what's the dare? So he was like, I dare you to eat your girlfriend's, y'all know. And I was just like, nigga, like, boy, what? Like, you are a pervert, like, fucking creep. So I'm just like, like, what? Like, everybody was saying that, like, like, and Shay was just like sitting there like, no, that is not, they are not gonna do that, not in front of y'all. And I was just like, you ain't gotta tell me what I'm not gonna do, because that's not gonna happen, no way. And Lucky is just like, boy, like, you're weird, pick something else. So Lucky was like, so Shay was like, let me go, because he's saying some stupid shit. Because I swear, y'all, not even just him, but most of the guys that was playing, they was all saying some weird shit. Like, I understand people do, like, I mean, they all like college people and stuff like that. Like, I understand people do strange little dares, but all their dares was strange sexual dares towards the females. Like, it was like, come on now, like, where is the fun in this game? Like, y'all are all being pervs, and nobody was doing the dares because they was saying some way out weird shit. Like, so it was weird as hell. It was just like, the fuck y'all even talking about? So anyway, so Shay was like, mind y'all, remember Shay, right? So Shay was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because y'all said some dumb shit. So Shay was like, okay, dare. And she like, let me see who I'm gonna pick, and everybody just sitting there like, bitch, it's not duck duck goose if you don't pick somebody and go along with the game, because at this point I'm gonna tap out on the game. So she was like, I pick Lucky. And Lucky was like, okay, like, what you want me to do? Like, what you want me to do? Mind you, Shay and Lucky was best friends. So she like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, she happy, she lit, she thinking her best friend finna tell her, like, you know, probably go run naked outside. I don't know what she thought. But anyway, so Shay was like, I dare you to take a shot off of my body. And they was like, ooh. So one of the boys was like, wait, Lucky, is your girlfriend, because only a few people was remembering my name that night, which I really didn't care because I wasn't remembering theirs either. So this one boy was like, Lucky, is your girlfriend gonna be okay with that? Like, is your girlfriend gonna be okay with that? And I'm sitting here smiling like, who's her girlfriend? And I have to remember, like, oh shit, that's me. So I'm like, go ahead, whatever, if y'all want to do that there, go ahead. So Shay was like, yeah, because let me just get the game started, let me spice it up. I'm just like, okay. So they do their little dare or whatever, and then it was like, oh, okay. So after they did that, it was just like, they was saying stupid stuff. Like, again, the boys would start saying stupid stuff again, and they seemed like, oh, Shay was quick to do a little dare like that. So then they like dared Shay to kiss somebody, and Shay was like, oh, well, like, you and me kiss like this random girl. And the girl was like, no, like, what I gotta do, like, I don't want to do it, like, I don't want to do the shot, because the girl didn't want to, like, you know. So then here goes Shay, I'm gonna kiss Lucky. Lucky, come here, just kiss me. And then she's like, kiss. So she went to give Lucky a kiss. Lucky gave her like a pet kiss. Why is Shay putting her whole tongue down this girl's mouth? To where she didn't pull back like that, but it was really just an awkward moment to where I walked away. Like, it was awkward as hell, because you could tell it was just so uncomfortable. Like, why are you doing this? Like, but we'll get there. So anyway, when I walked away, I ended up finding Stank. And I'm like, Stank, like, girl, like, at this point, everybody had ate up all the food. So the birthday girl was like, she was gonna order pizza, but it was taking so long. So I'm like, Stank, I'm hungry. Like, let's go to Jack in the Box. I'm like, let's go to Jack in the Box, because it was a Jack in the Box not too far. So she like, all right, let's go. So I'm like, I cannot drive. So I'm like, we could walk if you don't mind walking, but I cannot drive. I'm too drunk and I'm not trying to drive. Like, so she was like, girl, me either. Like, okay, let's go. So then she, next thing you know, she asked this boy, which was the birthday girl's boyfriend's homie, she asked him like, hey, can you take us to Jack in the Box? And he was like, yeah, cool, because he wasn't even drinking, he was just smoking. So he was like, cool, or whatever. So he like, all right, cool, I'm hungry too, like, let's go. So we finna go. We tell the birthday girl, like, we finna go to Jack in the Box, like, all right, we'll see you. So she like, all right, go, bye. While her boyfriend hopped up, he was like, who all going? So she was like, yo, homie is taking, so Stank is like, your homie is taking me and Symone to Jack in the Box. So he was like, oh, let me go, I'm about to go too. So I was like, you sure? Like, you got an order you want to put in? We could just go get it. And he was like, no, I'm gonna come. So I'm thinking like, okay, it must be his car or something. He don't want his homeboy driving his shit. Which at this point, it was already weird, because it was like, why is me and Stank and the birthday girl's boyfriend and his homeboy going to Jack in the Box together? And the birthday girl, she stayed, you know, because it's her party, she didn't want to leave, so she stayed. But I was just thinking like, again, it gotta be his car. Y'all, woo, this was when shit started going weirder. So we go, y'all, college parties be wild. But anyway, so we go to we get in the car and the homeboy get in the driver's seat. So I'm like, okay, this is not his car. So we get in the car and like, I hop in the back seat, me and Stank hop in the back seat, and the boyfriend, he was coming down. Like, he took a minute to like leave out the house because the girlfriend was talking to him and shit. So when he came to the car, he opened up the back door and he was like, Symone, get in the front, get in the front. He was like, my boy, he, you know, get in the front. Like, you know, it's basically telling like his boy liked me, like, can I get in the front with him? And this was already weird, because it's like, this man ain't said not 2 words to me at this party. Not 1, not 2. He ain't said a word to me at this party. Not because of Lucky. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have cared. Like, but he ain't said nothing to me. And why are you putting me in the front seat? So you could be in the back. Now y'all gonna see why he wanted to be in that back seat, but whatever. So I hop in the front. He in the back seat with Stank, right? So we pull up, we at Jack in the Box or whatever. The line is taking so fucking long. So we in the car, we're just laughing, we talking, we vibing. You know, we just in a chilling. The driver, he spark up, like, and they just, you know, passing it back and forth. So at this point, we just like really just talking. And I noticed they wasn't really in the conversation like that no more. Like, they wasn't not in the conversation like that no more. So I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just laughing and talking to the boy because he was funny though. But he didn't seem like he liked me. He just seemed like he was vibing, you know. And at this point, he clearly was just being a good friend to his homeboy, because y'all. So we in the car, we still, and I'm just like, dang, this line is taking so long. So I'm like, Stank, what was you even gonna get anyway? Like, I'm like, maybe we should call and see if the pizza came. So I'm like, maybe we should call and see if the pizza came. I'm like, we could just pull up out this line. Like, it was one of them lines where it wasn't like blocked off by nothing, so we could have pulled out in the where the spot we was at, we could have pulled out. So I'm like, maybe we could see. I'm like, because this line's taking forever. Like, we've been in line for a long time. So I'm like, Stank, like, did you really want this? Like, you know, because she didn't say nothing. And then next thing you know, the boy was like, bro, you want to call your girl and see if the pizza there? All you heard was Stank was like, I'm not even going to say how she said it, but she was like, yes. She said yes, but she moaned it. And I was just like, hold on. When she said it like that, I was like, bro, because why are you even saying yes? I asked you, did you even want this? Like, what was you getting? I didn't ask you a yes or no question. Like, well, I kind of did. I asked her what she was getting. So when I heard it like that, I wasn't drunk, but I kind of sobered up quick, because I'm like, why is she talking like that? I did not want to look back for nothing in the world. Like, I knew the car started smelling like a fish market. Like, I knew it. I knew I was not tripping. I did not want to look back. So the other boy, he was like, oh shit, oh my god. And she was like laughing, and she was like, my bad, Symone, like, my bad, like, what did you say? And I was just like, I was stuck, and I'm just like, did you even really want this, or did you want to go back and see the pizza? She's like, no, I'm not tripping off the line, like, I'm not tripping off the line. And you know, but while she's talking, you hear kiss, like somebody, you hear somebody kissing on something, like, so she's talking to me because she was kind of leaned forward, and clearly I hear him like kissing on her. So I'm like, y'all, when I tell y'all I did not want to look back, when she leaned forward, that's all I'm really like leaning right there. I did not want to look back for shit in the world. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So we finally get to where we could order. We order the food. They say what they want or whatever. But while she's talking and moaning. Like, she's moaning. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And the homeboy, he just laughing. He's like, they crazy as fuck, huh? Like, they crazy. And I'm just like, right, like, you know. So anyway, so we back now. We pull up to the window, mind y'all, we're in the car. At this point, I full-fledged know what's going on, because yeah, they're not talking like that. The boy was like, can you turn up the music? And it's like, me and him is talking, so why are we gonna just turn up the music? Because y'all want to get it on in the back seat, which was crazy to me, because it's just like, this is your homegirl's boyfriend. But hey, whatever. So anyway, when we finally pull up to the window, I'm just like, okay, can I have some strawberry jelly? Like, you know, they was like, oh, we don't have strawberry jelly. But the girl, how she said it with an attitude. Like, basically, take this grape and go on with your fucking life, bitch. Like, so I'm just like, you don't have strawberry jelly? Like, you know, I don't know why I was so drunk, y'all. So I'm about to call the police, y'all. I don't know what was wrong with me. So they like, what the fuck? So at this point, guess who pops up from the back seat and leans up front and like putting her head through the window like, no, hell no, what the fuck? Y'all don't got no strawberry jelly? It stank. Okay, it do stink, but I'm saying it was stink. But y'all, so she, mind you, Stank had a skirt on. She lifts up, her skirt is all the way up on her stomach. She ass out, leaning forward, like, like, what the fuck? But she fixed her shirt, because she had like a halter top on, fixing her shirt. I was like, yo, no the fuck she's not. At this point, I don't know why I turned around. When I turned around, because what, for one, why y'all sitting in the middle? Well, I guess y'all didn't want to be behind his seat or my seat. I don't know, but I don't know. They're in the middle seat. At this point, because she talking, because I was like, no, from the side of my eye, because I'm like, her skirt is not up. So when I turned around, all I see is vagina. And I look back and I see he got his thing out, y'all. I was like, and it ain't got no rubber on that thing. I was like, no, the fuck. I turned around fast. I was like, I don't care about the strawberry jelly no more. Let's just go. I'm like, I don't even care about the jelly. I go. She was like, no, you're sure? You're sure, Symone? Because if you want the strawberry jelly, I said, no, let's just go. So we leave. Oh my God. Of course we pay for our food though, but we leave and we driving back to the apartment. So he like, y'all want to stop at a 7-Eleven or something? And they just like, oh my God, in the back seat. And I'm just like, so I was like, are y'all, I'm trying not to cuss as much, y'all, as y'all can see. But I'm like, are y'all hunching in the back seat? Like, what is y'all doing? Like, oh my God. So I'm like, are y'all back there doing the huckabuck? Like, what the beep? I'm just kidding. Like, what the fuck is going on? No, for real. I'm like, no. So they didn't say nothing. They just still going in. So old boy was like, man, y'all not finna be doing this shit in my car. So he pulled back up to the apartment. And at this point, she was just like, wait, like, Symone, wait. Because I was about to get out the door. She grabs my arm and she was like, wait, Symone, wait. Don't get out the car yet, because if y'all go in the house and we still in the car, but mind y'all, they still doing it. She's still just bouncing on it. If y'all go in the house and we still in the car, and I'm just like, so I'm just like, girl, let me go. I'm like, let me go. I'm just about to stand outside the car. Just let me go. Like, I'm not going in the house. So Next thing you know, we stand outside the car and he was like, these motherfuckers is crazy, huh? And I'm just like, right, I ain't even expect no shit like this to happen. So we talking or whatever, and we kind of loud talking, and it didn't take them no time. Like right after we got the car, they right getting out the car too, and she like fixing herself, and the boy, he stormed out the car. He seemed mad as fuck, and he just walked in the house, and he was like, come on, to his homeboy, and his homeboy just stopped talking to me, and they left in the house. So I'm walking slow as fuck with Stank, and I'm just like, girl, and she was just like, Symone, oh my god, you cannot tell her, so I'm just like, girl, what the fuck was that? I was like, how long have y'all been doing this? Like, what? And she's like, Symone, I promise you, we do not do this. Like, we do not do this. Come on now, you do not mean to tell me that Jack in the Box made y'all horny. Like, come on now. So I'm like, stop lying to me. Like, I really turned her towards me, and we looking at each other in the eyes. I'm like, stop lying to me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And she was like, Symone, okay, well, I had a threesome with them before. She was like, and ever since then, he just be calling me to do it on the low, like without her. She was like, and we've been doing that. She was like, but she was like, I promise you, I'm gonna stop doing it. She was like, and plus, she shouldn't be mad no way. Like, she the one who invited me to do it with her nigga anyway. Like, da da da. She's just saying a whole bunch of shit that didn't make no fucking sense. And I was just like, so I'm like, so do she know? She was like, Symone, no, you cannot tell her. She don't know. Like, she don't know that this ever happened. Like, after the one time we all did it together, she was like, she don't know, so you cannot say nothing. And at this point, I'm just like, oh my god, like, what the, like, why did you do this in front of me? Like, I'm just like, girl, that's fucked up. Like, I'm not even sugarcoating shit. Like, I'm not, because it's fucked up. I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, that's your friend. She's like, I know, Symone, but why would she invite me to have a threesome with them anyway? Like, it's basically like, why would she be mad? She was like, I know she would be mad, but she really trying to explain to me how the girl shouldn't be mad because she let me do him anyway when she was there, so what's the difference? And I'm just like, well, then maybe you should ask her, like, you know, if she would be okay with you doing it with her man. And she was just like, Symone, just like, let's not talk about this, okay? Let's just not talk about this. So I'm just like, all right, whatever, like, let's go in the house. So I was kind of annoyed. She was like, come, when we go in the house, let's go straight to the bathroom. I'm just like, whatever. So we go to the bathroom, y'all. She like trying to like fix herself up and stuff like that. Got the I know that boy had to take his car through a detail shot. It's like stank. I didn't even want my food. But anyway, so yeah, so in the bathroom, she just fixing herself up. And next thing you know, the birthday girl comes in there because we really walked straight to the bathroom. And I don't know how her man walked in the house looking, because I told you, like, he got the car, he looked mad, he stormed past. So we go in the bathroom. We was in the bathroom. Me and her was kind of talking before birthday girl busted in, but I was just like, why did he look mad? Like, she was like, I don't know. She was like, he just couldn't, like, he couldn't do it. Like, she was like, I think it's because, like, y'all was making a big deal out of it. Why are y'all fucking in front of us? The fuck? Like, why are you doing this in front of us? We're making a big deal so he can't nut. Like, girl. So when she was talking, like, she really had to stop herself because birthday girl didn't even knock. She just opened the door. I don't know why we didn't lock the door. I didn't even think about that, like, to lock the door. She just walked in the door and she was like, y'all, what's going on? Y'all good? So I'm like, yeah, we're good. She's like, yeah, we're good. Like, we're good, girl. Like, I'm good. She's like, I'm just freshening up. She was like, because, girl, it's one of them in there. She was like, your boyfriend, one of your boyfriend homeboys is cute as fuck. And I might have to get him after, like, tonight. So she's like, oh, yeah, girl, he is cute. So then I'm just sitting here like, because I'm sitting on the toilet, like on the toilet with the toilet seat down. Like, I'm not like sitting on the toilet, like actually using the bathroom, like shitting in front of them, like, no. So anyway, so they just talking, and then the birthday girl, she was just like, yeah, she was like, oh my god, like, my boyfriend, she was like, he really like pressing me, like, not pressing me, she was like, but he was telling me like he want to have another threesome or whatever. So she's like, for real? She was like, yeah, he was telling me like he want to give me one for my birthday, but he of course can't pick the girl, like I could pick the girl. And I'm just thinking, like, how he want to give you something you didn't even ask for your birthday? Like, how he trying to give you something he want for your birthday? But hey, whatever. So she was like, yeah, he tried to give me a threesome for my birthday. And I'm just sitting here like, huh, what do you know? But I'm just really looking at them talk, like watching them talk, like. So she was like, yeah, so Stank is like, what, did you find a girl? Like, you know, she just really curious. Like, she did not know none of this. She was like, no, I didn't even find a girl. She was like, I really was going to try to, like, scope a girl out here and see. And she was like, girl, like, well, if you can't find nobody, why don't you just ask me? Like, I already did it with y'all before. It would be just, you know, I'm already used to it. She's like, I mean, I wouldn't you know, like, but, you know, really making it seem like she don't want to, but she would do it. Like, she'll do it. She's like, yeah, I'll just do it. Like, you know, I'm not really too pressed about getting his homeboy tonight. Like, you know, I would do it for you. You're my friend. It's your birthday. Like, you know, I would do it for you. And she was just like, yeah, no, I told him, like, if I should tell you, and he said no. When I said the look on Stank face, she was like, wait, so when did y'all talk about this? And she was like, yesterday. Like, we talked about it yesterday, and we talked about it earlier again today. And he was just telling me, you know, like, he didn't want you, like, he wanted to try somebody else. And she was like, and that's why I was gonna ask you, Symone. And I just was like, let me stop you there. So she like, yeah, I was gonna ask you, Symone. She was like, would you be up for it? Like, would you be up to do that? And I was just like, no, I'm not up for that. And she was like, oh fuck. She was like, cause he literally, she was like, when y'all just came back in, he literally just asked me, like. So I'm thinking like, no, the fuck he didn't. So you mean to tell me you stormed in the house, like, this boy want to do everybody at this party? Like, how many people do you want to hit at this party? You literally was just hitting her homegirl in the car, and then you come in the house and ask, can I get a chance with y'all? So she was like, yeah. And I'm like, no. So at this point, I cannot believe that she just said that. This nigga just came in the house and asked her to ask me. So I was like, wow, that's no. So she was like, fuck, dang, I don't know who else I would ask. Like, I don't know. So here goes Stank. Girl, I would do it. Like, come on, just tell him. Like, just tell him Symone said no, I would do it. Like, so Stank really, like, just, girl, I would do it. Like, I'll do it. She just really was pressured, like, I'll do it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I know you really want to do this for him. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'll do it. So then the girl was just telling her, like, well, okay, well, I'm gonna actually go in the room. Because she was like, because he said he's ready to go right now. Like, she said, she's like, I don't know. Like, he's ready to do it now. I'm just thinking, like, yeah, because he didn't finish in the car. But he took... But she was like, yeah, so I'm gonna just go in the room. She was like, I'm gonna leave my door open. She was like, just come in and join us. And she was like, all right. She was like, yeah, because I mean, what could he say if you just come in and join us? She was like, but yeah, just because she's like, I swear I even asked him again, and he was like, no. So she was like, yeah, just come in and join us, and you know, it'll be cool. So she was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna just come in, like, you know, just let me know. She's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go in there. Mind y'all, I'm just thinking like, damn, this nigga not gonna take a shower. He not gonna like freshen up, but I guess. But anyway, so she leave out the bathroom, the birthday girl leave out the bathroom, and she was just like, bitch. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, at this point, we're whispering, because I don't know if she's still out the door. We whispering. She was like, right. She was like, he got me fucked up. She was like, but Symone, like, do you not want to do it because I'm messing with him, or like, why you don't do it? Like, is it? She was like, because I don't want to step on your toes if you really want to do it and you think I'm gonna feel bad. I said, girl, no, I'm good. I don't want to. I'm good. I am good. I am okay. No, because she really wanted to act like, be sure. Like, she didn't want me to feel like for some reason in her head, she thought that I wanted to do it, but I said no because I didn't want her to feel some type of way. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. She was like, yeah, because girl, shit, it could be 4 of us. And I said, yeah, no, y'all got that. 3 is the way to go. Y'all got that. So anyway, they end up, like, when we walked out the bathroom, it was like a long hallway, and then like to the left, but you could see it from the bathroom, that her room door was closed. It was like not closed all the way, but kind of cracked. But that's basically a signal she told her, like, we gonna be in the room. So I leave out. She's like, oh, I'm finna go in there. So I'm like, all right. So she went in the room with them, you know, went in the room. So I go back in there with Lucky and them and Shay. And Shay at this point is being so weird. Like, Shay is being so weird to me. So I'm just like, Shay, like, what's up? Like, turn up, girl. Like, what's going on? You want another shot? Like, you want another shot? And she was just like, no, I'm good. Shay was a drunk, like a crybaby drunk, y'all. So she's crying. And she was like, I just don't understand why Lucky was quick to try to say she wanted you to be her girlfriend. She was like, when that's my best friend, like, I've been trying to be with her on that level. I've been told her I love her. And I'm like, Shay, chill. Like, it's just for fake. Like, it's for fake. Me and her don't even talk like nothing like that. I'm like, she was just playing. She just didn't want that boy all up on her. She was like, yeah, but why wouldn't she ask me? Like, why wouldn't she ask me? She's like, she just act like we never got it in. She's like, it was just one time when we were drunk and she just want to ignore it, and I really got feelings, and every time I want to confess them to her, she just want to ignore it. And I'm just like, y'all, this is like crazy. Like, why is all this going on in front of me? So I was just like, oh my gosh, Shay, like, maybe you just need to sit down, like, you know. And yeah, like, so I ended up walking away from Shay because I didn't want to hear all that. I'm sorry, y'all, it was just too much. Like, confess your love to Lucky, like, Lucky got it in with you and now she friend zoning you again. I don't know, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So now I'm over here with Belt. I'm over here with Belt, and me and Belt is just really chilling, and Belt just kept saying, girl, we look alike, we look alike. So I'm like, oh, we kind of do got like the big eyes thing going on. She was like, girl, yes, we look alike, we look alike. She was like, let me take a picture. She was like, because I was really texting my boyfriend telling him that we look alike, like we look alike. So we turning up, and she was had this one of his boys take a picture of us. So we took a picture. We just took like a cute little picture or whatever, and so I'm gonna send it to my boyfriend and show him. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, she sent that picture to her boyfriend. She instantly get a phone call. It's loud in the inside, so she's like, hold on, I'm about to take this to my boyfriend. She's like, he finna probably gas, like, y'all do look like. She's like, hold on, I'm gonna be right back, I'm gonna step outside real quick. So I'm like, all right. So I'm just in there chilling, observing the whole party, trying to figure out, hey, who else up in here is got some weird connection going on. So next thing you know, she outside for a cool minute. Then she come back in the house, and she was just like, Symone, mind you, this was my first time meeting Belt. I never met Belt before this night. So she come back in the house, and she just like, Symone, she was like, why didn't you tell me you know my boyfriend? So I was like, oh, who's your boyfriend? Like, which one? Like, you know, I'm drunk. I'm not even thinking like, duh, she just said she was sending a picture of her boyfriend. He's not here. But I'm like, oh, which one is your boyfriend? And she was like, my boyfriend is Tub. And I was like, oh, who? Like, you know, it slipped my mind, because mind y'all, Tub is the person that we met up with earlier, that Stank made me meet up with. Mind y'all, Belt and Stank was friends. Like, they were close friends. Like, all of them, Belt, Shay, Stank, and the birthday girl, they all was like close friends. But mind you, I never met Belt before. Like, I never met her before. We never crossed paths or nothing like that. So she like, yeah, you didn't tell me you knew my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know, like, who's your boyfriend? She was like, Tub. And I'm like, it slipped my mind. So I'm like, oh, I don't think I know him. Like, I don't think I know that name. Don't sound familiar. She was like, girl, he told me like y'all was over there smoking and shit earlier. Like, y'all was at his house like kicking it. Like, y'all pulled up. So I was like, oh, Tub. I was like, I said, girl, is that baby still in the bathtub? And I just started laughing, you know, being funny. Like, it slipped my mind, y'all. So she was just like, no, like, girl, that's crazy. I didn't know you knew him. She's like, but now since we're cool and we're close, girl, that's me. That's all me. That's my man. Like, that's all me. So I'm like, oh, yeah, girl, no, you good. Like, you know, I'm not realizing why she's saying this, y'all. Whew. So I'm not realizing why she's saying this. So this boy called, like, whatever he told her on the phone is the reason why, which I ended up finding out, y'all. Hold on. So she ended up going back outside and getting back on the phone. Next thing you know, she in there, we just still talking and chilling, like we vibing. She was like, yeah, girl, like we just still just having a good old time. And somebody's blowing her phone up. She not answering it. It's clearly Tub. Next thing you know, because mind y'all, Tub did not live too far from the birthday girl house. Next thing you know, it's a knock at the door. Somebody answered the door. This probably was like 30 minutes went by. Somebody answered the door. It's Tub and the guys he was with earlier. They walking in. So at this point, it seemed like it all happened at the same time. When Tub was walking in, Stank and the birthday girl and her boyfriend was all coming out the room too. Like, you know, and they walking in. He like, nah, what the fuck? Where that bitch at? Where that bitch at? So I'm just thinking like, oh, why he coming for his girlfriend like that? Y'all. Just stand there like, oh, because mind y'all, I'm right there with Bill. So I'm thinking like, why he coming for his girlfriend like that? He come up and he was like, bitch, don't you ever try to play me like that. Talking about, mind you, I'm standing next to Bill. So he like, bitch, don't you ever try to play me like that. He was like, you was all up in my face trying to be with me. I told you I had a bitch and now you over here trying to fuck up my relationship and telling my girlfriend she's feeding stuff in her ear and trying to be her friend. He was like, I told you about this. He was like, come on, get your shit and let's go. So I'm just like, hold on. He said feeding stuff to my girlfriend. He's not talking to his girlfriend. He's talking to me. Like, we making eye contact. So I'm just like, what? And he was just like, yeah, you over here. He was like, bitch, I don't play that. I will beat you up. You gonna beat me up? Like, y'all, when I tell y'all I was drunk, I was like, mind you, we standing here right by the kitchen. It's like bottles and stuff. I must have grabbed one of the biggest bottles. I said, nigga, I will break this motherfucking bottle over your fucking head. I said, don't you ever come at me like that. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, we pulled up to get, you know, trees. I'm like, and you the one dropped your location. You the one knew you had a girlfriend. I said, wasn't nobody all on you nothing. I'm like, you don't even have my number. Like, you know, he like, nah, fuck that, bitch, fuck that. Da-da-da, he going in. So, what's it called? It took a cool minute. They was letting him cuss me the fuck out. When I say they was all letting him cuss me out, Belt just standing there like, everybody, none of the guys was saying nothing until finally Lucky popped up and she pushed him and she was like, nigga, get the fuck back, like get off of her, like what is you doing? Because I'm right here with the bottle in my hand. I'm just like, yeah, come a little closer, because I'm gonna swing this and it's gonna hit you in the face, and when the glass break, I'm gonna just cut you up in the face like this. I'm gonna just go straight into your face with the bottle, like with all the glass, Like, you gonna be looking crazy when I'm done with you. Because I was really like, yeah, I didn't even care. Like, nobody was saying a damn thing. When Lucky did that, that's when the boy that liked Lucky jumped in and was just like, no, y'all niggas gotta get up out of here. Because mind you, they didn't like them no way. He was like, y'all gotta get up out of here. Like, nah, it's really finna be some shit. Like, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. So they like, nah. So he telling her, he like, Belt, get your shit, let's go. And she was just like, Symone, I'm sorry, I did not tell him that. And he was like, no, you ain't gotta apologize to that bitch. So I'm like, who the fuck you calling a bitch? I'm like, I got niggas that will come up here and really beat your ass. Like, you know, mind you, we way in Northridge. The people that I have that would come way in LA, it'll take them a while, but they gonna come. Just stay right there. Stay right there. They'll be here. Just wait patiently. So I'm like, nah. And I was like, and plus I'm like, nah, fuck him. Ain't nobody scared of him. Y'all, I really was so drunk. Like, I swung the bottle and one boy grabbed it. Like, not him, but somebody else grabbed it. Because mind you, at this point, they like pushing him out. And I'm drunk. And when I get drunk, for some reason, my vision started getting real blurry. I can't see like that. So I swung and this boy grabbed the bottle like, It's like, come on. Mind you, this boy is tall as hell. And I'm just like shorter than him. I'm only 5'2", y'all. So I'm just like, he grabbed it. He was like, So Lucky like talking shit. So it's really me and Lucky talking shit to him. And then now Belt had a nerve to be crying. Belt, what did you even go outside and tell your boyfriend on the phone? Like, what did you tell him? Like, why'd you make it like what? To where he popped up. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? So they leave. When they finally get them out the house, that's when everybody like, no, we was not gonna let him do shit to y'all. I mean, not everybody like, no, we was not finna let him do shit to you. And I'm just like, I can't tell. Because me and that Grey Goose bottle was the only ones that had my back. Okay, and Lucky, she came through, like she came in there, but I was just like, yo, like, oh hell no. And I'm so mad that I was so drunk that I still stayed the night, because I was just too drunk to drive home and I wasn't finna do all of that. So I still stayed the night, and when I stayed the night, I swear I was asleep like this in a chair, like up. Like, I was not trying to like lay down. Ooh, excuse me. I was not trying to lay down like that. I was not trying to get too comfortable, because I'm like, I don't trust none of y'all. Like, that man could come back up in here and choke me out and y'all just gonna stand around. Like, oh my God. Like, for one, Stank, you knew you could have said something. Stank, for one, let's just get on you, Stank. Let's get on you, Funk Monk. Why did you even have me hit up that boy knowing that this was your homegirl's boyfriend? Why you couldn't just have your homegirl come earlier and say, hey, let's pull up on your boyfriend because the boy I like is over there? Why you couldn't just do that? Why you couldn't just hit up the boy and say, hey, I'm about to pull up, I want to get some blah blah blah? Why you had to use me as a middleman, then have me around these people? What if I would have been talking to her and been like, oh girl, I met this boy named Tub earlier? Or what if I would have liked him? Like, why would you do that? Why did you go and do your homegirl's boyfriend in the car? And it's crazy because it all ended up blowing up. Like, not that night, but the birthday girl ended up finding out about her boyfriend and Stank. And when I say she dragged her, oh my God, it was like, I'm gonna get to that story too one day, because she really was like, come with me, I gotta go fight the birthday girl. She didn't tell me why she was fighting her, and she was like, can you just come with me, like, you know, to make sure they don't jump me and stuff. And when I tell you that, that's that story, that's at the time. But when she found out, and she found out, it probably was like a year later when she found out. But when I say she went in on her, and she really deserved that shit. She deserved that shit, y'all. And when I tell y'all about, it's so many memories with me and this girl Stank, and it's so many times like, oh, y'all gonna be like, girl, why'd you even continue to talk to this girl? Y'all say, it's a lot of people y'all probably say that about, but I don't know. But y'all, it's crazy because and it's so crazy because when me and Stank finally stopped being cool, because it was like a lot of hidden animosity, but like with her, not with me. I'm the friend. I want to see you win. I want to see you happy. I want to see everything go for you. And like, she made it seem like that when it came to me, but when we fell out, it was so much weird shit she did. But certain stuff, I didn't even put past her. Like, it was certain stuff that I just seen it coming. Like, when I say when me and her fell out, this girl hit up every ex in the book. Every one of them trying to just get it in. And it was just like, yo, like, oh my God, that's so funny to me, because it's like, girl, that's an ex, I don't care. Like, but it's just funny that that's something you would do when we fall out. Like, I'm not even contacting nobody, you know. Why? We had our words, we said what we said, that's it. Like, why are you still so concerned about my life that you feel like, ooh, I'm gonna get under her skin, when you're not gonna get under my skin? This is somebody that I cut up out of my life, so why would you feel like... But y'all, it's just funny. But yeah, that's the end of this story time. And yeah, what y'all need to do is hold up. Don't leave this video without subscribing to my channel, getting girl thumbs up, and comment down below. Let me know, have y'all had any run-ins with any like friends where y'all had a friendship held on for too long and y'all wondered why? And it's crazy because Toxic and Stank knew each other and they did not like each other, and it was just like battle of the bad friends of mine. But I would just be like, oh my god, Toxic, you need to be more open to new people in our lives, like, you know. But it was just like, yeah. But anyway, that's the end of this story. So yeah, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. And your girl is back. Sorry y'all for the little break I had to take. I had to take a little mental break for myself, but I'm back to my regular posting. So yeah, peace out.